Machiavellian is Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me? And God said He should send His one begotten Son to lead the wild into the ways of the man.
Well, when you think about what's going on in America now, Tupac was talking about these things, these social injustices 20 years ago. I had the honor of representing Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown and Ferguson, Tamir Rice in Cleveland, Ohio. And Tupac had talked about this police brutality 20 years ago. And as his mother, Fannie Shakur, told Trayvon Martin's mother, she too lost a son to senseless gun violence. And what intrigued me about doing this was the fact that even though Tupac was one of the most successful, famous, wealthiest hip-hop entertainers of his day, when he was killed, he got the same due process that many brothers around America get when they expect the system of justice to give them equal justice. And so now we're on this quest to give Tupac the justice he should have got 20 years ago.
As soon as the call came out, I started heading north on Las Vegas Boulevard. I got out, the cars come to a stop. When I went to open the door, Tupac was slumped against the door. There's a lot of blood, and I was like, man, this dude's hurt bad. And we have something in police work we call a dying declaration. I look at Tupac and I said, who shot you? And he looked me in the eyes and said, F you.
We're going to reveal information that has never been revealed before. We've discovered official records that haven't been revealed before. And there are going to be a lot of twists and turns. But at the end of each episode, you're going to be shaking your head, and at the end, it's going to be an explosive finale.
Who Killed Tupac is a labor of love. It's a 6-part investigation to his murder, but also a relaunch of the biography series, which A&E is now relaunching. They just did Biggie, now we have Tupac. Man, it's very deep. For all of the fans that love Pac, this is the first time that somebody's really going to do the most thorough investigation, and at some point at the end of the show, reveal what happened, how it happened. You may even find a weapon, you know, you never know. But it's definitely a very deep show, and you know, as I mentioned to him, as a person who was around in that era and you know saw Tupac in real life, I think he would be happy with it. And so it really goes throughout his whole life, from growing up in New York to the Bay Area to Baltimore to him coming to LA to Suge. We got Crips and Bloods in there, people from Death Row. We got the police. It's very, very, very deep. And so I'm thankful for all of the fans who love him that they finally get a chance to see this proper investigation about what happened to him.
We turned over every stone. We went to talk to people who hadn't been talked to before. We talked to people who had been talked to before. We interviewed people. We chased down evidence. Whatever an investigator does, we did it. I've been contacted by people you wouldn't even imagine. Across the board, unexpectedly, some, you know, people that just reach out, but there were some really unexpected, really powerful stuff that came to me.
The only thing that ever stopped me is death, and even then my music will live forever. There's only one Pac. His voice moved people like a black leader. Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out, even if I get in trouble.
Pac went on a whole nother level.
He was a phenomenon. Tupac was trying to speak for the rejected, which made him dangerous.
He died at 25, which is exactly what he said would happen.
Okay, one of the most memorable was when he got out of jail, when he first got back out of jail, right? We was already on death row, so we told Suge, where OFTB at? And he gave him my number, and he called down to Watts, to my grandmother's house on the block, and he said, yeah, this is Tupac. There's no one OFTB there. So my grandmother came outside and said, hey, Tupac, something on the phone. And I got on the phone, it was my nigga Tupac, said, Lo, where y'all at, man? I'm at the studio, I'm fresh out, come on down. And we went up there and dropped that first song called Worldwide. It was dynamite, man.
Me and Harry were Cellies when Death Row got started. I never met Pac, but I respect him a lot. I respect his vision, his fearlessness, and we got a lot in common. My name is Rick Ross, and you just been buzzed.